Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJO Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1983 season is on the air. Today's date is August 10th, 1983. We are at Veterans Stadium, an important matchup in the National League East between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Philadelphia Phillies. The Pirates come into this game a record of 53-58. They are 5 games under 500, and right now, the Philadelphia Phillies, they are in first place by a game over the Expos. The Pirates are in fourth place, and they are 9.5 back of first. But the Pirates, however, are only 1 game back of the Cubs for third. But the thing about it is they are under 500. So the Pirates have got to get some wins under their belt to have to qualify for the postseason. The thing is, you still got to clinch a postseason berth, but you have to qualify for the postseason. And by qualifying, you must have a winning record. But there is a caveat. I need a minimum of 4 teams. But that's okay. That's right. We got still a long way to go. Brian B. and Kevin Thomas are first to join us here at Veterans Stadium. Nothing like playing on turf-covered concrete. The Phillies historically won this game 4-2. The Phillies had 6 hits and 3 errors, and the Pirates had 8 hits and an error. Pretty an ugly game, but we'll see what happens tonight. Before we move on, I would like to say that we lost a songbird today, and I don't know how many of you knew about Roberta Flack. She was a very favorite of mine growing up. Roberta Flack, one of the greatest of all time, passed away at 88 today. Definitely one of the best ever. She was there at the beginning with all of them back in the day. So I don't know if any of you knew that Roberta Flack passed away. One of the greatest singers ever. And I don't think anybody here will have an issue with me saying that. Kind of loved to listen to her growing up. But it's now time for baseball as we go to the top of the first. Starting pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. You want to talk about a Hall of Famer? That guy is one. Lefty Steve Carlton, and one of the greatest of all time. 15 wins, 16 losses. He had a 3.11 ERA in 83. That is a real Hall of Famer, not that Baines character. So Carlton will be on the mound, and we'll see what the Pirates have to bring to the table today as we will go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Pirates will be the right fielder, Lee Lacy, 302 average, 4 homers, 13 RBIs. We're going to use powder blue, white, and red dice. Phillies are the home team. Everybody is set and ready to go as DB joins us here at the Vet. Carlton will get it out. Let's play some baseball. Lefty, 6'3", that's at the park. Veteran Stadium, 2-2, and that's a ground ball to third. That'll be taken care of there by another real Hall of Famer, and he will go ahead and throw it to first for out number 1. We are at Veterans Stadium. Neutral, but does favor pitchers. 122 home runs hit there, adds 3 to strikeouts, and add 1 to walks. Next batter for the Pirates is the first baseman, Lee Mazzilli. Every girl in New York wanted his baby. 240 average, 5 homers, 24 RBIs. Lefty will pitch. 5-2 against a switch right. Strikeout plus 10. He will get Mazzilli there. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. First strikeout for Lefty. And he had 275 of them in 83. He was getting up there in years, but he was still throwing some serious heat. Next up is the third baseman, Bill Mad Dog Madlock. Some people think he belongs in the Hall of Fame. You can make an argument for that. 323 average, 68 homers, 12 RBIs in 83. And actually 68 RBIs and 12 homers in 83. Carlton will pitch. Lefty, 6'3", that's at the park. Veteran Stadium, 4-1, and that's a ground ball to second base. And Joe Morgan will get that one, and he will throw to first and retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Bucks, and we'll go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates tonight is Jose DeLeon. Didn't have a bad year, only had 15 starts that year, but it was pretty good. 7 wins, 3 losses, a 2.83 ERA. He gets the call for the Pirates tonight as we now go to the bottom of the first. Yes, it's XT2. I know I said it wrong. Leading off for the Phillies is the left fielder, Greg Gross, 302 average, no homers, 29 RBIs in 83. As XSG2 joins us here at the stadium of turf-covered concrete. DeLeon, 1-3 at the park. Veteran Stadium, 1-4, and that's a home run to the opposite field, but Gross has zeros. Instead, that is going to be a fly ball to left field. Harper is going to go back to the track. He's going to get to the wall, and he is going to make the catch there with a little room to spare, 1 out. And that will bring up the first baseman. Hall of Famer? No. One of the greatest of all time? Yeah. Mr. Pete Rose, 245 average, 45 RBIs that year. DeLeon, 2.5, that's a blank. Rose, 5.4, and against the righty, smacks one into center field. That'll be a 2-bagger, and Rose will hold at second base. Double for Rose. And now we'll see the second baseman, another true Hall of Famer, Joe Morgan, 230 average, 16 homers, 59 RBIs. 1 out, Rose on at second, and he'll stay there. Pitch from DeLeon, 6.5, that's a walk plus 10, that'll walk Morgan, and now the Phillies have runners at first and second. First walk given up by DeLeon, he had 45 of them in 83. And now the next batter is this guy, third baseman, Michael Jack Schmidt, Hall of Famer. Yes, one of the greatest of all time. Well, he is the greatest of all time at third base. Scott Rowland wishes he could fill his jock strap. 255 average, 40 homers, 109 RBIs. Wherever you are, Scott Rowland, this is a Hall of Famer right here, not you. Rose on at second, Morgan on at first, strategy roll, and that's an 8-0 happening. DeLeon, a 6-3, possible error. Schmidt, 3-2, it's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Dale Berra. His error rating is a 10, that's a 20. He will not make an error. Does he turn the double play? 3-3-4, second base, pivot Morrison, a 0. That's a 4. They'll turn the double play and retire the side. 6-4-3 double play. No runs and a hit for the Phillies, and no score after 1. Which is he could feel his jock strap. Yeah. Phil, I meant, but not feel. And as good as Scott Rowland, and they put Scott Rowland in the Hall of Fame, there's a guy right now playing third base who I really do believe is a Hall of Famer. He should go in on his first ballot, and that's Nolan Arenado. Does anybody have an objection? We go to the top of the second. Leading off for the Pirates will be the second baseman, Jim Riders on the Storm Morrison. 304 average, 6 homers, 25 RBIs in 83. Lefty, 2-3 at the park. Veteran Stadium, 1-5, ground out to short. That'll be handled by Ivan De Jesus, and he'll toss it over for out number 1. Next batter is the left fielder, Brian Harper, 221 average, 7 homers, 20 RBIs that year. Pitch from lefty, 1-1, strikeout, 17 of miss. Harper, a 1-2, and he lines one right to second. Morgan is there, 2 down. And now we'll see the catcher, Tony Pena, 301 average, 15 homers, 70 RBIs. Pitch from lefty, 3-5, strikeout, 9. Called strike 3 on Pena. Got him, and the inning is over. Second strikeout for lefty. 1, 2, 3, go the Pirates. And we'll go to the bottom of the second. Programming note not really a programming note. For those of you who play inside pitch, the 2024 season is now available. Chris has now released the 2024 season. So for those of you who are waiting to replay a spectacular Dodger year with Shohei Ohtani, can the Mets make the postseason again in 24? If you're a Mets fan, can the Yankees this time prevent blowing it in Game 5 of the World Series with Aaron Judge, who did not make any errors in the postseason until then? All right. Check out the 2024 season, now available for Inside Pitch. Bottom of the second, leading off for the Phils will be the right fielder, Joe Lefebvre. 306 average, 8 homers, 39 RBIs in 83. DeLeon, 6'2" against the lefty. It's blank. Lefebvre, 6'3", base hit into right field, and Lefebvre will lead off with a single. That's his first hit. And now the center fielder, underrated player, Von Hayes, 265 average, 6 homers, 32 RBIs. Von Hayes was a heck of a player. Lefebvre on at first. He had 5 steals, and he's going to stay where he is. DeLeon, 6'3", possible error. Hayes, 6'1". That's going to be a pop fly ball to second base. Getting to that will be Morrison. His error rating is a 7. That's a 19. He's not going to drop it, and that's going to be out number 1. And now the catcher, Bo Diaz, 236 average, 15 homers, 64 RBIs. Lefebvre on it first, and he'll stay there. DeLeon, 2-2. It's at the park. Veterans Stadium, 5-5, and that is a ground ball to third. Will they turn the 2? 2, 2, 3. Second base pivot. Morrison is a 0, 1-3. They won't get it. Lefebvre easily thrown out at second, and Diaz gets the first on the fielder's choice, and that is out number 2. Here comes the shortstop, Ivan De Jesus, 254 average, 4 homers, 45 RBIs. Diaz will go ahead and get ready for Strat, and he'll stay put. DeLeon, 2-1, range play. De Jesus, 1-4. That's hit to center field. That's a 6. That's going to be a possible double. Center fielder Marvell Wynn heading for that. His range is a 2. And that's going to be a double to center field. Diaz, with 2 outs, a base runner 2, double to center field, no adjustment. So a 1 or 2, Diaz will score, and he won't. They hold him at third. So Diaz stays at third base, pretty much slow as mud. That's a double for De Jesus. But now it's going to be up to pitcher to bring him in, who happens to be lefty Steve Carlton. Not a bad hitter. 196 average and an RBI in 83. As Ben Witz joins us here at Veterans Stadium. Strategy roll, nothing on the 12. DeLeon, 6'5". That's a walk plus 10. And he just walked Carlton. Wow. Carlton is a 2. Plus 1 makes him a 3. That's a 13. And he walked the pitcher. So you give up the cardinal sin, second walk given up by DeLeon, and now the bases are full of Phils, and here's Gross. Gross is 0 for 1. 2 outs, bases loaded here in the bottom of the second, no score. Strategy, nothing on the 16. DeLeon will pitch. 6'5", that's a walk plus 10, and he's going to walk in a run. He will go ahead and walk. He will walk Gross, and that will bring in the runner, and it's 1-0 Phils. So DeLeon gives up another big base on balls, and that is already the third walk in this game for him. And now it's a chance for Rose. Rose got a double his first time up. Still 2 outs. Bottom of the second, but now 1-0 Phils after the walk. DeLeon sets up for the pitch. Nothing happening on strategy. DeLeon will deal. 3-6, strikeout plus 10. That's a 12, and he will get Rose swinging, and the inning is over. And that is strikeout number 1 for DeLeon. He had 118 of them in 83. But they do get a run. 1 run on 2 hits and a couple of walks. It's 1-0 Phils after 2. As I said earlier today, we did lose a songbird as Roberta Flack passed away today. I'm kind of slightly heartbroken because I love listening to her. Passed away at 88. That's not too bad. That is not too bad. We go to the top of the third. Leading off for the Pirates will be the shortstop, Dale Berra, 251 average, 10 homers, 52 RBIs in 83. John Haverly joins us here at Veterans Stadium. Lefty will go ahead and pitch. 5-2 against a righty, strikeout plus 10. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He'll get Berra, third K for Carlton. Carlton may be looking at a lot of strikeouts tonight. Here's the center fielder, Captain Marvell Wynn, 243 average, 7 homers, 626 RBIs. Lefty, 6-1, home run chance. The 15 is too high. Wynn, 6-4, and that's a grounder to short, taken care of by De Jesus, and he'll throw it over for the out, 2 down. As Sports Time Machine, Utah Mike joins us here at Veterans Stadium. Yes, Al Troutwig passed away, and I'm sure Utah Mike, you also know about Roberta Flack passing away. Jimmy Jam joins us here at Veterans Stadium. She was one of the best. Carlton will pitch to Jose DeLeon. He had an 0.59 average in 83. 2-1, strikeout, swing and a miss, struck him out, ending over. 4th K for Carlton, and 1, 2, 3 go the Bucks. We go to the bottom of the third. Leading off for the Phillies will be Joe Morgan, and he walked his first time up. DeLeon, he'll pitch. 3-1 against the lefty. It's going to be an automatic out, and it will be a ground out to third. Madlock, that will be handled there by Madlock, and Mad Dog will toss it over, 1 out. And now here comes Schmidt. Schmidt is 0 for 1, best third baseman in baseball history. DeLeon will go ahead and pitch. 1-5, range play at the park. Veterans Stadium, 6-5, and there's not going to be a range play. There's not going to be a range play because I do not think the fielder can jump about 30 feet in the air, because that is a home run to center field. Because that ball is gone. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Home run, Michael Jack Schmidt. Stadium cheers. Yay! That was a good pitch by DeLeon. Schmidt just went ahead and said, oh, I see a meatball coming. I'm going to put the tomato sauce and the cheese on it and send it out of here. And that is gone. 2-0 Phillies. It'll be a range play. It will be for the fans in the stands. Doug Hunt joins us here at Veterans Stadium. So Schmidt gets a bomb, and we knew sooner or later he would hit one on the channel. Here's Lefebvre. He got a single his first time up. DeLeon will pitch. 1-4 against a lefty. Strikeout 8 got him. He'll go ahead and get Lefebvre, and that's the second K for DeLeon, 2 down. And now Hayes. Hayes is 0 for 1. DeLeon looking on there. Fans here at the Vet will see a nice 2-0 lead by the Phils. DeLeon 1-4 against the lefty. Strikeout. That'll miss. Hayes 6-3 and a grounder to second base. Taken care of there by Jim, don't you love her madly, Morrison. And he will take it, toss it over, and retire the side. 1 run on 1 hit. A solo bomb by Michael Jack Schmidt. 2-0 after 3. That was a range play, but it was for a fielder, for a fan in the stands. We go to the top of the fourth. Lee Lacy leads off for the Bucks. He's 0 for 1. Pitch coming from Carlton. 3-1. Strikeout. Got him. He'll go ahead and get Lacy. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is the 5th strikeout for lefty. 1 down. And now Mazzilli. Mazzilli is 0 for 1. Lefty. Dang, stop with the jumping out of the friggin' tray, dice. 3-1. Strikeout. 11. And that's going to be a called strike 3 on Mazzilli. Struck him out. And that's the 6th K for lefty. And now here's Mad Dog. Madlock is 0 for 1. Some people think Madlock belongs in the Hall of Fame. I'll think about it. Lefty. 1-4. That's a walk plus 10. He will walk Madlock. So he does give up a walk to keep the inning going. That's the first walk given up by lefty. He had only 74 of them that year. It'll bring up Morrison. Morrison is 0 for 1. Madlock had 3 steals. I doubt he's going anywhere, and he's not. Lefty will go ahead and pitch. Lefty, 3-4. Error on a grounder. Morrison, 2-6. That's going to be a base hit to center field. Morrison gets a single. Center fielder is Hayes. His error rating is a 10. That's an 18. He will not make an error. So it's going to be normal runner advancement. With 2 outs, Madlock is a base runner 3. Single to center, -2 makes him a 1. And he will make third. Morrison a chance to take second, and he won't. He'll hold at first base. First hit of the game for Morrison. First hit also for the Pirates. And now runners at the corners with 2 outs. And the batter is Harper. Harper is 0 for 1. 2 away here, top of the 4th, 2-0 Phils. Madlock on at third, Morrison on at first, and nothing on the strat. Lefty will pitch. 5-5, strikeout 13, that will miss. Harper, 2-3, and it's a fly ball to left field. But Greg Gross is going to have room. He'll get to it, and he will make the catch and retire the side. No runs and a hit, a walk. And we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Leading off for the fighting Phils is Bo Diaz. And he is 0 for 1. DeLeon, he will pitch. 5-1, hit by pitch. Just got him. Plunk, ouch. Diaz is a 3, -1 is a 2, and that is a 2, and he does hit Diaz. So Diaz gets plunked, first hit batter of the game. And now here's De Jesus, and he got his double his first time up. Diaz did have a steal. He's not going to get one here. Pop Stargell joins us here at Veterans Stadium. Diaz will go ahead and stay at first. DeLeon will pitch. 2-1, range play. De Jesus, 1-3, grounder to short. That ball is hit to Dale Berra. His range is a 3. Nope, that's going to be a base hit. Diaz does not have any speed. He's mud. He'll hold at second base. So a single for De Jesus as Berra couldn't get there. And now here's Lefty. Lefty walked his first time up, believe it or not. I'm going to let him swing away here. I'm not going to let him bunt. Strategy roll, nothing on the 7. Lefty actually can hit. DeLeon, 6-1, strikeout plus 10. He'll get lefty there. And that is the 3rd K for DeLeon, 1 out. And now Gross. Gross is 0 for 1 with a walk. Diaz on at second. De Jesus on at first. DeLeon, 2-5. That's a blank, not tired. Gross, 6-2, and it's a single into center field, a base hit. Will that score Diaz? Base runner 1, single to center, +1 makes him a 2, and he will not. He'll hold at third base. He holds at third, and now the bases are full of Phils. Bases loaded for Mr. Rose. Rose is 1 for 2. He has a double in the game. There is one player that used to be known as LaFay and one pronounced Lefevre. I don't remember which one it is. But I do believe that Joe Lefevre is the guy that's pronounced Lefevre. I know there is a LaFay, but I'm not sure if that was it. Not sure. Bases loaded, 1 out, 2-0. The Pirates are going to play the infield in. They're going to play the infield in and try to turn a home to first double play. Strategy, nothing happening. DeLeon, 2-2. That's at the park. Veterans Stadium, 5-4. And that is a ground ball to first. Now, it's a grounder to first. The infield is in. Pete Rose's double play rating is a 3. Nothing from DeLeon, and you don't get anything else. So a 1, 2, or 3, it's a home to first double play. They got it. Side retired. So a 3-2-3 double play as Pete Rose hits into that, and the inning is over. The Phillies had bases loaded and got nothing. No runs on 2 hits, though. It stays 2-0 after 4. As they do turn the home to first double play. David Vega joins us here at Veterans Stadium. We go to the top of the 5th. Lefty on the mound. And Tony Pena leading off for the Bucks. He's 0 for 1. Lefty pitching a gem right now, only giving up 1 hit. Lefty, 1-3. Pitcher result, 20 is too high. Pena, 4-4, base hit. That's the second he's given up. That'll be a single patch short. And the Bucks have a base runner. And it will bring up Berra. Berra's 0 for 1. Pena had 6 steals. And he is not getting any here. Lefty will go ahead and pitch. Lefty, 3-6, strikeout, got him. And that is the 7th strikeout for Lefty, as he is throwing some very high heat. And now Wynn is 0 for 1. Pena stays put. Pitch from Lefty, 3-4, error on a grounder. Wynn, 3-3. That's a line drive to first. That's out number 2. It's not a grounder. Pena will be out on a 1, 2, or 3. And he's doubled off and the inning is over. That's going to be an L3 unassisted. No runs and a hit as it was hit right to Pete Rose. Pena was off the bag. Rose tagged him and retired the side. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Big time line out there. L3 unassisted line out. And now the bottom of the 5th coming up. Baseball Reference says it's LaFay, but I was told it was Lefevre. Make up your minds, guys. Leading off for the Phillies will be Joe Morgan. Morgan is 0 for 1 with a walk. DeLeon will go ahead and pitch. DeLeon, 4-1. That's a walk plus 10. Morgan will trot to first. Another walk given up by DeLeon. And that is the 4th walk he's given up. So Morgan trots to first. And now the batter is Michael Jack Schmidt. And he hit a bomb his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Frank Rosenk joins us here at Veterans Stadium. Morgan had 18 steals. And he's not going to get any here. DeLeon will go ahead and pitch to Schmidt. DeLeon, 6-3, possible error. Schmidt, 1-2. That ball is hit hard to right field. That's a 2, and it's going to be a single. That's going to be a single to right field. Lee Lacy has an error rating of 0. He's not going to make an error, so normal runner advancement. Morgan, base runner 2. Single to right, -1. Morgan will make third. And Schmidt turning it on, trying for second, and he'll get there. That's going to be a double. So Joe Morgan gets the third base. And now Schmidt turns on the Jets, and Morgan gets there, and Schmidt takes second on the throw. And now runners at second and third with no one out. And here's Jim Lefebvre is Lefebvre. Joe Lefebvre is Lefay. All right, so we'll say Lefay. Lefay is 1 for 2. Runners at second and third. The infield's going to play in. 2-0 Phillies, but the Pirates do not want anyone to give it out. So here's Joe Lefay. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 18. DeLeon will pitch to Lefay. 4-5. Strikeout +10. Cold strike 3. Got him. Even with that 20, he still gets him. 1 out. That's a big strikeout. 4th K for DeLeon. 1 down. Here's Hayes. Hayes is 0 for 2. Morgan on its second. A third. Schmidt on its second. The infield is in. Strategy. Nothing happening. DeLeon will deal. DeLeon 1-3. That's at the park. Veterans Stadium. 6-3. It's a ground ball to first. With the infield in, Morgan's base running rating is a 0. He cannot score. That'll be handled by Mazzilli. He'll take it himself for out number 2. The runners don't go anywhere. And now here's Diaz. Diaz is 0 for 1 and got hit by a pitch. So the Phillies with a 2-0 lead, but right now, at runners at second and third and no one out, DeLeon is only an out away from getting out of this. Nothing on Strat. DeLeon, 6-1, strikeout +10, swing and a miss, struck him out, and the inning is over. Runners at second and third, no one out, and the Phillies get nothing. Good day, sir. No runs and a hit, but they still have a 2-0 lead after 5. As I'm sure Pop Stargell is right now very happy that occurred. Since I know he's something tells me he's rooting for the Pirates. We'll go to the top of the 6th. Leading off for the Pirates is the pitcher, Jose DeLeon, and he's going to bat. He is going to bat here, and he's 0 for 1. Pitch from lefty, 2-2. That's a blank. DeLeon, 4-3, and he chops it right back to the pitcher. Carlton will get that and underhanded to first, 1 down. And now Lacey. Lacey is 0 for 2. Lefty, 6-4, range play. Lacey, 1-2. That's a single pass short, but it's a range play for De Jesus. His range is a 2. And he's got it. What a play by De Jesus. Gets up, throws to first, out number 2. Takes a single away from Lacey. Da-da-da, da-da-da. And now Mazzilli. Mazzilli is 0 for 2, struck out twice. Lefty will pitch. 2-1, strikeout. That will miss. Mazzilli, 2-6, and it's a fly ball to right field, but an easy play for Lefay, and he'll get to it, make the catch, and retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Bucks, and we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Ivan De Jesus leads off for Philadelphia. And he's 2 for 2 tonight, a single and a double. Pitch from DeLeon, 6-5. That's a walk +10, and that will barely walk De Jesus. 8 + 1 is 9, +10 is 19. That's what that is, and he will walk him. Another walk given up by DeLeon. And now we'll see the pitcher. Here's Lefty. Lefty is capable of hitting it, but he may bunt here, and I think they're going to call for the bunt. Strategy roll first. Nothing on the 11. De Jesus will stay at first. So So they're going to go ahead and call the bunt. So let's see what the bunt is. DeLeon will pitch. 2-1. Range play. That does matter in a bunt. So Carlton bunts it. That is going to be bunted at the plate. We'll roll for that too. Diaz's, Pena's range is a 3. He won't get it. I don't have to roll the rest of the way. That is going to be a That's going to be a single by Carlton. A perfect bunt. And Tony Pena couldn't make the play. A beautiful play on a range play. He could not do it. And that's going to be an infield single for Lefty. And Lefty says, DH? I don't need no stinking DH. So now runners at first and second. That will be an infield single. And now here's Gross. Gross is 1 for 2, a single and a walk. DeJesus is really DeLezinski. So runners at first and second here. Phillies a very good chance to try to get some runs. Strategy. That's a 20. DeLeon turns around, fires to get DeJesus, and he's called for a balk, and the runners will move up. He has a balk rating of 1 to 4. That is a 3, and that's a balk, and the runners move up. So they call him a balk on DeLeon, and now they'll go ahead and roll a strategy again, and nothing happening this time. The infield, they're going to go ahead and intentionally walk Gross, and they're going to pitch to Rose. And Rose has a lower average, so they're going to intentionally walk him. And now the batter is Rose. Rose is 1 for 3, a double. He has a double. The infield is going to still play in, but they're going to intentionally walk him. So now bases loaded for Mr. Peter Rose. The question is DeLeon going to pitch to him? And probably not. Let's go. The Pirates, I think, are going to make a change. And let's see. They only have one lefty in the bullpen, and that is Scurry. And that's what they're going to go with. DeLeon coming out of the game. That will be it for him. And they're going to go and bring on Rod Scurry will come on to pitch now. Rod Scurry, 4 wins, 9 losses, 7 saves, a 5.56 ERA, though. So DeLeon leaves with the L, and Rod Scurry will pitch for the Pirates. And he can pitch 5 of them. So Rod Scurry will pitch to Rose. Infield is still in, nobody out, bottom of the 6th. Strategy roll, nothing happening. Scurry will pitch. Scurry, 1-3, strikeout, just missed. Rose, 5-4, and against the lefty, it's a fly ball to center field. That's going to be caught by Marvell Wynn. That's out number 1. Rose has a good sacrifice fly rating, though. Has a sacrifice fly rating of 4, plus 2 hit the center, which makes him a 6. That's an automatic sacrifice fly. DeJesus will come through. Carlton will stay at second, but the Phillies get a run. It's 3-0. Stadium cheers. Yay! So sacrifice fly for Rose. And now 1 out. And here comes Morgan. Morgan is 0 for 1, but he's walked twice. Carlton on at second, Gross on at first, and actually doing the intentional walk was the right call. Yes, you sometimes do see you do see excellent managing on this channel, unlike those other channels with the fluffy cat. Carlton on at second, Gross on at first, strategy roll, and nothing on the 5. Scurry will pitch to Morgan. 4-3, strikeout plus, got him. He gets Morgan. Scurry had 67 Ks in 83. That's out number 2. And now here is Michael Jack Schmidt. Schmidt is 2 for 3, a double and a bomb. 2 outs now, bottom of the 6th. If the Pirates get out of this, only giving up the 1 run, they can consider themselves lucky. Lefty is on at second. Gross is on at first. Scurry will get ready to deal, and he will. Scurry, 2-4, walk, 15, ball 4, and the bases are loaded again. Schmidt drew a lot of walks in 83, and he will walk Mike Schmidt, and now the bases are loaded once again. And now here's LaFay. LaFay is 1 for 3 with a single. So now bases loaded. Rod Scurry's got to try to get out of this. Fans here at the vet hoping for a big-time hit. Scurry will get ready. He gets the sign. Nothing happening. Scurry will pitch. 4-4 against the lefty. Strikeout plus. Swing and a miss. Strikeout, and the inning is over. And they get out of it. 1 run on 1 hit, 3 walks, a balk, and a sacrifice fly. And it's only 3-0 now after 6. Could have been a lot worse for the Bucks. But they get out of it. I know this channel personally, we use the hit and run. We have a stinking DH. We don't double switch. But then again, I'm doing American League 1978 replay. We go to the top of the 7th. 3-0 favor of the Phils. Bill Madlock leads off. He is 0 for 1 with a walk. Pirates, 5 games under 500. Got to start winning games in order to qualify for the postseason. Phillies are in first place by 1 game over Montreal in the National League East. I think the Phillies and Expos are going to the playoffs. Lefty will pitch. 2-4. It's a blank. Mad Dog. 2-1. Ground out to third. Schmitty will handle that and toss it over. 1 out. Here's Morrison. Morrison is 1 for 2. Jim, light my fire, Morrison. Lefty, 4-4. Hit by pitch. No, 12 is high. Morrison, 3-3, and he hits 1 to center field, but an easy play there for Von Hayes. And he's got it for out number 2. Here's Harper. Harper is 0 for 2. Lefty looking in on Harper. He'll pitch. 6-3. That's at the park. Veterans Stadium. 4-4. And that's a high fly ball to left. Going back for it is Gross. He's going to have room. And he's got it. And the side is retired. 1, 2, 3. Go the Pirates. And we are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Our next matchup will be tomorrow night. It will be August 13th, and we're going to be playing Fall Classic Baseball. We got a huge game in the American League East as the New York Yankees will take on the Detroit Tigers. I hope Chuck Rawlings is in the chat because his Tigers are on the board. And what a pitching matchup. Ron Guidry will be going for the Yankees, and Jack Morris will be going for the Tigers. You almost really can't do much better than that. Guidry and Morris, Yankees and Tigers, a huge matchup in the American League East tomorrow night. Fall Classic Baseball tomorrow night on the network. Robert, if the Expos win a postseason series, will you strike and end the season or give them a day on the sun? The Expos did win a postseason series. The Montreal Expos have made the World Series twice. They made the World Series twice in my replay. One was the 1994 restart. They got beat by the Chicago White Sox. And then I believe the other one, it was 1988 when they lost to the New York. I had the Expos and the Yankees in the 1988 series, I believe. I believe that's correct. I have to look at my thing here, but I had the Expos have gotten to 2 World Series. They have gotten there. Bottom of the 7th, leading off for the Phillies will be Von Hayes. Scurry coming out of the game. He's done. Pirates will go to the bullpen. Hayes is 0 for 3. Let's see who the Pirates are going to bring on to pitch. And they're going to go with Manny Sarmiento. 3 wins, 5 losses, 4 saves, a 2.99 ERA. In 1983. So Sarmiento will come on to pitch, and he can pitch to 7. So Von Hayes will lead off. Sarmiento will pitch. 1-1, blank. Hayes. 4-2, fly ball right field. That'll be handled by Lee Lacy. He makes the catch for out number 1. Rare that I actually bring in a reliever. The first thing he does is get an out. Here's Diaz. Diaz is 0 for 3, 0 for 2, but it got hit by a pitch. Sarmiento will pitch. 1-3, blank. Diaz. 5-6, and that's a power hit to right field. That's a 15, and that's going to die out there easily. Lacey's going to track that ball down, and he'll make that play for out number 2. And here's DeJesus. And he is 2 for 2, a double, a single, and a walk. Sarmiento, they'll go ahead and pitch. 5-5, range play. DeJesus, 4-3. It's a base hit past third, but it's a range play for Madlock. He stunk at third base. His range is a 1. That's a 5. And that's going to be down the line, and DeJesus is going to have a double. That's going to go all the way into the corner, and DeJesus will hold at second base. So no chance there. And now the batter is Lefty, and Lefty's staying out there. He's hitting. Lefty got a single his last time up. He's 1 for 2, singled and struck out. He still has plenty left in the tank. You don't take Lefty when he's dealing. You don't take him out when he's dealing. 2 outs here. Strategy roll. DeJesus stays put. Sarmiento, 1-3. That's a blank. Lefty, 3-6. And that's a fly out to center field. And Marvell Wynn will get to it. He'll make the catch and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Phillies. 3-0 after 7. We go to the top of the 8th. We had a shutout last night in Fall Classic. Are we going to have a shutout tonight in Inside Pitch? Tony Pena leads off for Pittsburgh, and he's 1 for 2. So Lefty will pitch. 4-5, and against the righty, it's a home run result. And as soon as I say there's going to be a shutout, it disappears. Because a lefty, Pena needs a 9. That's an 8. Well, there goes the shutout. Kaboom! High, deep, gone. Home run, Tony Pena. And the Pirates are on the board. So Tony Pena gets a hold of one. That was just a bad pitch by Lefty. He pitched him a grapefruit and turned it into fruit salad. It's now 3-1. And now the batter is Berra. And Berra's 0 for 2. But now a 3-1 ball game here. So there goes the shutout. Lefty, commentator's curse. Yep. 2-6. Walk plus 10. And he will walk Berra. So now Lefty gives up a homer. Now he gives up a base on balls. That's only the second walk given up by Lefty. And now here comes Wynn. Wynn is 0 for 2. Malbert's 20 joins us here at Veterans Stadium. Been a while since we've seen you there, Malbert's. Good to see you. Berra on it first. 3-1 now in the top of the 8th. Strategy rolls are on, and nothing happening there. Wynn gets the bunt sign. He says, "You kidding me? I'm swinging." Pitch from Lefty. 3-5. Strikeout. Got him. He'll go ahead and strike out Wynn. And that is strikeout number 8 for Lefty. 1 out. We'll see a pinch hitter for Sarmiento as he'll come out of the game. And let's see who that's going to be. And coming on to pinch hit for the Pirates will be Johnny Ray. 283 average, 5 homers, 53 RBIs that year. So here comes Johnny Ray to pinch hit against Lefty. So Berra on it first, inside pitch. We don't need no stinking fast action cards. Nobody's a sack. Berra on it first, 1 out. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 5. Berra will stay put. Lefty. 6-2. Strikeout. No. Ray. 1-2. And it's a fly ball to center field against the lefty. It's a fly out to center. That'll be handled by Von Hayes. It's out number 2. So 2 down now. And now the batter is Lacey. Lacey is 0 for 3. 2 men down. 3-1 Phils. Berra on it first. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 10. Lefty will pitch. 4-1. Strikeout 15. That's too high. Lacey. 3-3. And it's a base hit past third. Berra will hold at second. He does not, even with 2 outs, he does not have the speed to get to third base. He will hold. So now runners at first and second to keep the inning going. And here comes Mazzilli. And are we going to see a pinch hitter for him? Although Mazzilli does better against, he actually does better against, doesn't do as good against lefties, against righties. And let's see, Mazzilli is at first base. And I think we're going to see a pinch hitter here. Maybe. Yeah. Mazzilli is going to come out of the game, and coming on to pinch hit, even though it's left on left, they're going to go with Cobra. Mr. Dave Parker, Hall of Famer. About friggin' time they got him in. 279 average, 12 homers, 69 RBIs. So we will need a new first baseman for the Pirates. Probably going to be Jason Thompson. So timeout for a substitution. But here comes Cobra. Berra on at second. Lacey on at first. 2 outs. Top of the 8th, 3-1. Lefty's going to pitch to Cobra. Cobra does have better power against lefties. Actually, the question is, do you go for a pinch hitter here? A new pitcher? Do you really take Carlton out? I don't think you do. I think as good as he is, you let him pitch to Parker. He's your best pitcher. Get him out. Left strategy roll. Nothing on the 13. Lefty will pitch. 5-3. It's a blank. Parker. 3-6. And it's a fly ball to left field. Greg Gross is going to get to that. He will make the catch and retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits. A solo bomb by Tony Pena. But the Pirates don't get much. And we go to the bottom of the 8th, 3-1. Leading off for the Phillies is Greg Gross. He is 1 for 2, a single and 2 walks. Jason Thompson's going to take over at first base. So Thompson is now the new first baseman. He's a 2-4. And so Jason Thompson will now play first base, and we need a pitcher for the Pirates. Dwayne Martins joins us here at Veterans Stadium. Let's see. Coming on to pitch for the Pirates is going to be, let's see, left switch left. They don't have any more lefties, and I don't think it used Tekulve in this situation. Coming on to pitch for the Pirates is going to be Cecilio Guante. 2 wins, 6 losses, 9 saves, a 3.32 ERA. Guante will be the 4th Pirate pitcher. Cecilio Guante. He'll pitch to Gross. Bottom of the 8th, 3-1 Phillies. Guante, 4-3. It's at the park. The Vet, 1-4. And that is a home run to the opposite field. But Gross has a 0, so that's just going to be a high fly ball to left, and Harper's going to get to it, and that's out number 1. And now here's Mr. Rose. Rose is 1 for 4, a double and a sacrifice fly. Guante, he will pitch. Guante, 4-3, that's at the park. Veterans Stadium, 2-6, and it's a blank. We have a rare play with bases empty. 41. Slow roller to pitcher who bobbles, then throws wild to first. Resolved by rolling against the pitcher error rate once for each error chance. Well, Guante has an error rating of 11. And that is a 5. So he is going to bobble the ball. Does he make a bad throw? Yes, he does. That's going to be 2 errors, and Rose is going to be on second base. So that's going to be 2 errors on Guante. He bobbled it, picked it up, still threw to first wild, and Rose winds up at second. And that is going to be an E1 twice. 2 errors on the Pirates on that play. They did have an error in the game historically. So Rose winds up on second on a bad error. 2 bad errors by Guante. And now the batter is Morgan. Morgan is 0 for 2, but he's walked twice. A big insurance run on at second base. Guante. Strategy rolls are still on, and he'll stay put, and Rose will stay put. Guante will pitch. 1-5. It's a blank. Morgan. 1-1. Base hit right past second. That is going to be a single. Rose coming around from second. He will score. It's 4-1 Phillies. Stadium cheers. Yay! So Joe Morgan gets a big RBI single as that error will come back to bite the Bucks in the butt. And Rose will come around from second and score. It's now 4-1. And now here is Michael Jack Schmidt. Schmidt is 2 for 3, a double and a bomb and a walk. Bottom of the 8th, 4-1 Phillies now. Morgan on at first. Strategy rolls are now off. Guante, 1-6. It's a blank. He's not tired. Schmidt, 5-2. And that's a ground ball to second base. 3-3-4. Shortstop pivot win 0. They will turn the double play and retire the side. So that's going to be a 4-6-3 twin killing. And that will do it. 1 run on 1 hit and 2 errors. And it's 4-1 Phillies after 8. But will we see some 9th inning magic? We go to the 9th. Phillies have a 4-1 lead here. Lefty, he can pitch to 2 more batters before he tires. He's going to try to go the distance, as I think he would. Bill Mad Dog Madlock leads off for Pittsburgh, and he is 0 for 2 with a walk. 4-1 Phillies. Phillies trying to stay ahead of the Expos in the National League East. Pirates trying to get above 500. Lefty will pitch. 4-5 against a righty. It's a home run result. And against the lefty, Madlock's got a 20. Well, what are you going to do? Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Home run, Bill Madlock. As Lefty gives up the second home run of the game, and it's now 4-2. He gave up a home run to Pena. Now he gives up a home run to Madlock, and now it's a 4-2 game. And now the batter is Morrison. And the question is now, do you leave him in there, or do you still let him pitch? Philadelphia, take a look. And your closer actually is, you got Willie Hernandez. You also got Ron Reed. And you got Tug, but Tug is really not the closer on this list. I'm gonna leave Lefty in there for a little. I'm gonna leave Lefty in there. He allows a base runner, he comes out. Carlton will go ahead and stay in there. Morrison is 1 for 3. Midlife Crisis joins us here at Veterans Stadium. Yes, I know Holland was the closer in this one, but I'm going to leave Lefty. Lefty will pitch. 3-6, strikeout 17. That's too high. Morrison, 5-4, and he powers one to left field. That's a 2. It's a base hit. That'll be it for Lefty. Morrison gets a single, and now the tying run coming to the plate. And Brian Harper, we may see a pinch hitter for him, but that's it for Lefty. So Lefty will leave, and Midlife Crisis happens to be correct. But you got a whole bunch of righties coming up here. I'm thinking I may go with, well, nope, you got to go with the closer here. Coming on to pitch for the Phillies is going to be Al Holland. 8 wins, 4 losses, 25 saves, a 2.26 ERA. So Carlton leaves with a W, so now it's up to Holland to try to close it. Brian Harper is the leadoff batter. He does have serious home run power. And I only got 2 batters left on the bench. Harper's going to have to hit. I may need him for the pitcher. So Harper's going to have to hit. Holland will pitch to Harper. Nobody out. Bottom of the 9th. 4-2 now. Holland will go ahead and strategy rolls are still off. Holland, 1-1. Strikeout plus 10. Cold strike 3 on Harper. Got him. And there's a big K for Holland. He had 100 of them in 83 that year. 1 down. Here's Pena. Pena's 2 for 3. A single and a bomb. Morrison on it first. Holland will pitch to Pena. Holland, 1-3. Wild pitch, 15. No, it's a blank. Pena, 5-2. And it's a line drive to second. That's caught by Morgan. Morrison is off the bag. A 1 or a 2. He's doubled off. And the throw goes to first. Morrison is tagged out. That's your game. The Phillies will pull it off against the Pirates tonight. 4-2. Stadium cheers. Yay! L4-3 double play. A line drive it to Morgan. He throws it to first to double off Morrison. And that's your ball game. 1 run on 2 hits. But the Phillies will get the win tonight. The Phillies will go to 62-47. The Pirates now drop to 53-59. Final line score coming up. For the Phillies, 4 runs, 10 hits, no errors. For the Pirates, 2 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors. The winning pitcher, of course, is Lefty. He'll get the win. Tough loss for Jose DeLeon. Al Holland will wind up with the save. So a big victory here for the Phillies as they now stay ahead of the Expos, at least for now. But we are not done. 10-minute ticker is next. So I hope you guys enjoyed a good game there. Yes, it was a 4-2 game in real life. Yes, it was. And we had 16 hits compared to the 14 hits combined. They had 4 errors in the game, and we had 2. So inside pitch is pretty much on the mark. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. So we will have a 4-2 win for the Phillies tonight. Let's see how the rest of Major League Baseball goes. August 10th, Cleveland at Baltimore. Indians 363, that is 6. Orioles 1532, that's 4. The Tribe get a win. Rangers and the Red Sox. Rangers 722, and that's 2. Red Sox 863, and that's 7. Red Sox trying to get back into this. Minnesota at California. Twins 965, that is 8. Angels 1433, and that is 4. And the Angels are now back to 500. Milwaukee at Kansas City. Brewers 1162, that's 7. Royals 344, and that's 4. It's a win for the Brew Crew. Blue Jays and the Yankees. Yankees still holding on to first place. Blue Jays 1153, that's 6. Yankees 1626, that's 4. It's a win for the Bluebirds. Seattle at the Athletics. Mariners 531, 3. Oakland 742, 4. And the A's will get the win. Giants and the Braves. Giants 561, that's 6. Atlanta 1352, and that is also 6. They're going to extras. Giants roll, both teams roll a 4. San Francisco +0, Atlanta -4. And that's going to be a win for the G-Men. Cardinals and the Cubs. I only post the standings after each month, Pop Stargel. You can check my standings out on the Facebook group that you see underneath in the comments. Okay, I only post the standings once a month. However, when I start the pennant race, I will show the most important standings before every game. And the pennant race is the first is in September. Cardinals and the Cubs. Cardinals 12-24, and that's 3. Cubs 10-26, and that is also 3. They will go to extras. Cardinals roll a 4 +0. Cubs roll a 1 and -2. That's going to be a win for the Redbirds. Dodgers and the Reds. Dodgers 1055, that is 6. Reds 741, and that's 4. That's a win for the Dodgers. Padres and the Astros. Padres 845, and that is 5. Astros 523, and that's 2. It's a win for the Friars. Mets and the Expos. Mets 424, and that's 2. Expos 1132, and that is 4. And another loss for my Mets. In 1983, they were not good. Baltimore at the White Sox, August 11th. Orioles 1045, and that's 5. White Sox 816, that's 2. Another win for the O's. Yankees at Detroit, big series. Yankees 1152, and that's 6. Tigers 915, that's 2. It's a win for the Yanks. Minnesota at Oakland. Twins 1456, that is 7. Athletics 1755, that is also 7. And we're going to extras. Twins roll a 3 +0, and Oakland rolls a 1 +0, and that will be a win for the Twins. Milwaukee at Toronto. Brewers 11-12, that is 1. Toronto 15-42, and that's 5, a win for the Blue Jays. Giants and the Braves. Giants 12-56, and that's 7. Braves 15-21, and that is 3. That's a win for the G-Men. Cardinals and the Cubs. Cardinals 10-15, that's 2. Cubs 9-23, and that is also 2. They will go to extras as well. Cardinals roll a 3 plus 0. Cubs roll a 6. -2 is 4. That will be a win for the Cubs. Dodgers and the Reds. Dodgers 14-44. That's 5. Reds 4-42. That's 3. A win for the Dodgers. Padres and the Astros. Padres 8-56, and that is 6. Astros 156, and that is 5. That's a win for the Padres. I'm trying to get the Padres on the board. They are very much into this, but the teams they're playing right now are not really in it. So I got to wait for them to be matching up against someone that is. August 12th, Seattle at California. Mariners 9-43, and that's 4. Angels 14-41, and that is 5. And the Halos stay above 500. Baltimore at the White Sox. Orioles 11-41, and that is 4. White Sox 10-11, that's 0. And the Orioles get another win. Yankees at Detroit. We have these two tomorrow. Yankees 11-61, that is 7. Tigers 20-42, that's 6. That's another win for the Yanks. Minnesota at Oakland. Twins 11-25, that is 3. Athletics 8-15, that is 2. That's a win for the Twins. Cleveland at Texas. Cleveland 6-15, that is 1. Rangers 10-36, that is 4, and that's a win for the Rangers. Milwaukee at Toronto. Brewers 13-36, that is 5. Blue Jays 16-13, and that is 2. That's a win for the Brew Crew. Dodgers and the Braves. Dodgers 4-21, that's 1. Braves 5-64, that is 7. And that is a win for the Bravos. Padres and the Reds. Padres 14-13, and that is 2. Reds 7-36, and that is 4. That game belongs to the Reds. Giants and the Astros. Giants 5-26, that is 2. Astros 10-11, that is 0. And the Giants get the win. Pirates and the Expos. Pirates 4-24, and that's 2. Expos 7-53, and that's 5. Another win for the Spos. Cubs and the Mets. Cubs 6-13, and that's 1. Mets 6-14, that's 1. And they're going to extras. Don't think anybody wants to win that game. Both teams roll a 1. Chicago's a -2. The Mets are a 0. So that's going to be a happy recap for my Mets. Cardinals and the Phillies. Cardinals 13-22, and that is 3. Phillies 9-64, and that is 8. And that's a win for the Fightin' Phils. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Miroslav Mechko. I hope I said that right. Welcome, sir, real quick. The pitch mat that I used was created. I got the pitch mat from an all-star card baseball game, and then I had Ink Gaming go ahead and change it a little bit for me to put the Inside Pitch logo on it. You have to look up the all-star baseball card game. They're the only ones you're going to find that, and it's not easy to locate. It was very hard to get it, but that's where you can find it, sir. Tomorrow night, we will be at Tiger Stadium for the first time. We've not been to Tiger Stadium. It'll be Fall Classic Baseball. The New York Yankees take on the Detroit Tigers. Ron Gator Guidry will go for the Yankees. Jack Morris the Cat goes for the Tigers. Pretty darn good pitching matchup. I don't think you want to miss that. Guidry, Morris, Yankees and Tigers, a huge game in the American League East. Be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out the turnstiles. Subscribe if you're not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. The 2024 Inside Pitch season is now available. So if that is a season you wanted to play, go pick it up. And I think that's it. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Fighting Phils. The Pirates tried to raise the Jolly Roger, but the flag got stopped midway through. It's a win for the Phillies. Big win for Lefty. 4-2 win Phils tonight. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.